A policeman uses his car to stop a speeding car from ploughing into people. What's the easiest way to save a life? While we figure it out, let's enjoy more acts of kindness, just because they're so uplifting. The average salary in the US is roughly $50,000. This would put you among the top 2% of the wealthiest people globally, with 18 times the median global income. $30,000 makes the top 5%, and $70,000 would be the top 1%. That means incredible spending power in some areas of the world. Some projects are hundreds of times more effective than others. For $100, you could help fund a girl's education in Kenya. Or you could achieve 100 times the additional school time by paying for deworming treatments instead. It costs $40,000 to train a guide dog for a blind person, or $1,000 to reverse severe visual impairment. It doesn't mean we shouldn't train guide dogs, it just shows the power of our own money in the right places. And we can do even better. To find the most efficient way to save lives and reduce suffering, researchers look at three things. First, they measure how many people will be helped and how much. Curing a disease is good, but curing a more miserable or deadly one is better. There's a myth that reducing child mortality would increase the population.
Saving the poor children's lives is required to end population growth. Where child mortality is highest, that's where population is growing faster. The other 5 billion, they have this average family. As they left extreme poverty and girls got education, parents no longer had to compensate for child death by having many babies, and a large family stopped being an economic necessity.
To identify how to save the most lives, the second step is to find a problem with a clear, reliable solution. For example, experts have long warned that a pandemic was inevitable, and preparing would have saved millions of lives and trillions of dollars. Working to reduce existential risks is also considered a top priority, as it could save every future life over billions of years, if we're lucky. And of course, it's not just about human lives. With tens of billions of animals in cages and factory farms, a small improvement to their welfare could cancel a huge amount of suffering. The third step in our search is to find a problem that isn't crowded with support. The Notre Dame Cathedral fire got a lot of attention and funding, while many ongoing deaths from malaria are more hidden because it's not news. Just as some companies make huge profits while others make a loss, some charities are incredibly productive while a few actually do harm. There are around 400,000 malaria deaths per year, mostly children under 5 years old. The disease is transmitted by mosquitoes, and 90% of cases are in Africa, due to the long lifespan and strong human-biting habits of certain African mosquitoes. The World Health Organization recommends insecticide-treated mosquito nets, which cost around $5. And researchers have calculated that it costs on average around $3,000 per life saved. This doesn't include the benefits of preventing non-fatal cases of malaria and other mosquito-borne diseases, or the saving of healthcare resources, which can help others. Based on this, if you earn $50,000, donating 10% of your income would save 1 or 2 lives per year. A growing community of people donate to some of the most effective charities. Please consider joining them. The link's in the description. And while you ponder it, here are some more heartwarming acts of kindness. When a calf slips into the water, a boy slides in heroically here a boy wades deep into a river to save a gazelle. A man stops to find passengers trapped in a car. He helps break the windscreen and they escape minutes before it burns to a crisp. A car crashes into a pump, nearly crushing a man, and the pump catches fire. The man runs away, but then he comes back and drags an old man to safety. This guy with Down syndrome comes on and scores a great three-pointer. And look how the crowd reacts. Here, the mother's getting her head shaved because she's going through chemotherapy. It's obviously really difficult for her. But her reaction here is priceless. Here the daughter has cancer, and the mother surprises her by shaving her own hair. And just look at the smile on this girl's face when her dad does the same. When this boxer's knocked out, the referee goes down with him to stop him banging his head on the floor. This guy's really struggling to finish the race. And another runner, Simone Cheprot, stops to help him across the line. He sacrificed his position, but was later awarded $15,000 for his great sportsmanship. This is a children's hospital, and the window cleaners have dressed as superheroes. And this woman's helping a kangaroo that was caught in the fires. It's just like a little kid that's had an accident. This woman's helping ducklings that fell into a drain. And imagine how good it would feel to be free of this net. When these people saw a car rolling towards the water, they all helped to hold it down. And these guys are brilliant, working to help seals that get tangled in plastic. They catch them in these nets, cut the plastic off, and this one didn't run away. It seemed really grateful. And just look at the relief of this bear when they pull the tub off its head. This guy's bravely putting his nuts in extreme danger. Nature film crews don't normally intervene, but here they can see that the penguins won't survive without their help. They dig a path and watch them walk free. This goat's done a Boris.
Get me a ladder.
They try to push it back up with a ladder, and when that doesn't work, they tie a rope around its leg. Aussie man summed up the goat's reaction.
The goat says, "See ya, I'll text you if this happens again." Appreciate it, I do appreciate it.
This deer is getting some help from a kind and highly skilled worker. When a baby polar bear steps on a trap, its screams frighten its sibling. Some Russian scientists bring a large vehicle to briefly scare the mother off. It's a dangerous situation, but they manage to free the cub, and he runs back to his mother on all four paws. This man is nervous of what will happen when he gets the shark back into the water. And these lorry drivers are taking some time to help an old lady get to her car. It's this man's 81st birthday, and his grandson has restored a car that he drove when he was just 28 years old. This is how it looked before the grandson spent months restoring it. Carson Pickett was born without a left forearm, but she plays football for North Carolina, and she's inspired a lot of people, like this special guy. These firefighters are watching what's about to be the winning kick in the World Cup semi-final, but look how quickly they react. After a horrible injury, this parrot is given a new prosthetic beak. And this man rides through London collecting plastic. It's a huge effort which helps raise awareness of the problem of single-use plastic. In this pizza store in Philadelphia, people pay to leave messages on Post-it notes. Any homeless person can take a note and get a slice of pizza. And this train station worker reacts incredibly quickly to stop a girl from jumping in front of a train. What do you think of this kind of video? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.